Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Zone's Market Analysis. I'm trying to put these out every 6 hours, but it's quite exhausting, so I might have to cut it down to 2, maybe 3 times a day. Right now I'm at the airport, so I'll have to keep this under 10 minutes, but I have a 15-hour flight coming up, so I'll record 3 episodes of Zone's Market Analysis, and I'll upload it as soon as I get to New York. So first things first, please learn trading, guys. You can go to my website, libertylifetrail.com. It doesn't actually have to do anything with trails, life, or even Liberty, but you can learn trading here. Just go to the educational tools, learn trading, and there you have it. Bunch of candlesticks, white ones, black ones. We'll get to the green one and red ones in a moment. Bunch of patterns, some colorful charts as well, and there's the random number generator. Lots of good stuff here. Alright, so let's jump straight into the markets, and maybe we'll have enough time for 1 or 2 questions in the end. The weekly chart, nothing changed really in the 4 hours since I made my last video, so let's just go straight to the daily chart. On the daily, there's not a whole lot to work with. We're really looking for 9s. There's a 7 here and a 3, but that doesn't really give us much. Back here we had a 9, and I can show that if I put the indicator up. We had a red 9, and a red 9 always means go long. Boom. Would have made a nice profit on that trade. Now, where would you have sold? Again, you would have sold right here at the very top. Why doesn't this work? Anyway, guys, you know what I'm saying. You would have sold right here at the very top of the 7 candle. Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart. This has been very reliable lately. Oh yeah, I remember this. We had the red 8 here, and I was hoping for a red 9 to take us to 1 to 4 candle bounce all the way up to 11,250. Now this didn't happen because not every indicator is perfect, okay? I should say, no indicator is perfect. Now, where would you have known that this trade is not going to happen and you would have taken the loss? Where's your stop loss here? Again, let's take a line right here. As soon as the 5 starts trading under the 4, you'd have been stopped out of your long. So this was a losing trade, but again, this is trading. You can't always win. Let's have a look at the hourly. I'll have to rush through this a bit, guys, because I only have 15 minutes. Let's see. There it is, a green 9. You all know what to do on a green 9, guys. Go short. Now, unfortunately, again, this is a losing trade. The indicator would have told you to go short, but the price went up. So it's unfortunate, but that'll happen, okay? That's just trading. Plain and simple. But if you are paying attention, like one of my former clients did, you will see here on the 137-minute chart. Let's see. We have a cup. And shoulder pattern. And let's see. Where's that indicator? Just give me a second, guys. And you see here, right, the green 9 right at the intersection of the cup and shoulder. You got the perfect setup for a short trade. We all know the cup and shoulder is a bearish pattern. Yeah. Would have taken you all the way down here. Let's have a look. 11 to 100 to 9,600. That's a good trade. It's a really good trade. Now, this arrow that I drew earlier, I'll just remove it. I'm doing it live on air. There's nothing, no cheating, okay? I'm doing it live on air. You can backtest me on this. Let's just remove that. So I have a donation and a question from the chat. Guys, very funny. 1 B trash. I got donated 1 B trash. But okay, I will answer the question. I will obviously convert it as soon as this market analysis is over. The question is, hey Tone, given that Roger Ver's vision of B trash was to have a coin with low fees, terrible development, and no adoption, is Dogecoin the real B trash? That's a great question, guys, but here's the thing. Dogecoin does have lower fees and less adoption than Btrash, but Dogecoin doesn't actually have development. Nothing happened on there for 2 years, maybe more, and Btrash has developers, so-called developers, who are definitely worse than no developers. So I think to be in line with Roger Ver's original vision of having terrible developers, you gotta give it to Btrash. So, good question, but in my opinion, Btrash is the real Btrash. So let's get back to the markets. What chart should we look at? The 30 minutes doesn't actually work in February, for obvious reasons. The 15 minutes has been kind of useless. The 19, it gave a couple of good sell setups, but let's go to the 3-minute chart. That's where I feel most at home. Wow, look at that. We're on a red 8. So on the next candle, we'll see a red 9, which will be followed by a 1 to 4 candle bounce. There we are. Now, it doesn't always work out, but that's why they say trading is 60% science, 60% art. This is basically what I did for 3 years at Bear Stearns. 16, sometimes 18 hours a day, sometimes 40 hours straight. Only looking at the 1 minute and the 3-minute chart and taking those high probability trade based on technical analysis. I wonder why they went bust though. So ideally I don't want this candle to get much lower than this. That's why I will draw this horizontal array here to prevent it from going any lower. Chat is calling me out. That doesn't actually work, but actually, let's have a look. I think Wikipedia would disagree. In finance, technical analysis is blah blah blah. Forecasting of prices through the drawing of shapes, particularly triangles and parabola. Okay, alchemy, voodoo, astrology, tarot cards, use many of the same tools, blah blah blah. Efficient market, ignore that. Anyway, let's just go back to the chart. I'll actually turn this into a triangle. Oops, why doesn't it work? Well, not quite. Okay, the strength of the triangle should be able to prevent it from dipping any lower. It's already going up. So, tell me again it doesn't work. Sorry guys, I was just gone for a minute. The Wi-Fi here at the airport is pretty rough. But look at that. Look at how it bounced right off the triangle and going up. Like, it's even covering the arrow that I drew. And you're telling me TA doesn't work. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Like, there's like bulletproof evidence right here. I think that's enough for like analysis for now. I still have about 25 minutes for questions from the audience. So I think Richie compiled some questions for me. Let's have a look. Hey Tone, I looked at Elliott waves. Here we go again. And they predicted every major movement in the last 6 months correctly. What do you think about that? Well, here's what I think about that. You should convert all your Bitcoin into US dollars, get medical attention, because you are insane if you want to trade Elliott waves. They're the dumbest indicator ever. They're always right. You cannot lose with Elliott waves. Never. That's not how TA works, okay? Guys, that's not how TA works. Okay, I just have time for 1 or 2 more questions. Tone, can you tell us any more about your traditional trading? No, guys. The trades I'm doing are super specialized and niche, and if I tell you, my profit is gone overnight, okay? These are highly sophisticated and complicated trades, and let me see. I could show you my trading account, but I have to make sure not to dox myself. How do I do this? Shush. I guess I can just hold my hand over the screen so you guys can't see what's going on. Let's try this. Oh, and I should probably edit this out so you don't know what's going on. So, but here, there you have it. Like 119% on a trade. 119% on a single trade. That's what the S&P does in 8 years. But whatever is up there, you'll never know, because yeah, I don't want to dox myself. Alright, let me just move this away before I take my hand off my screen again. Right. So that's it for today. Let me just plug my Vays consulting service. For 0.1 Bitcoin, you can get a random number between 1 and 9. And I'm launching the Vays Consulting Service Pro, where you can get a random number between 1 and 13 for 0.2 Bitcoin. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.